Hold on a moment. Are you in need of a web developer, SEO services, digital marketing, graphic design, or even on-site services like artist booking, handyman, house cleaning, and event services? We've got you covered. Save yourself the stress of searching. Let us get you the professionals who can provide you with high-quality services for your business and your needs at an affordable price. Freelance experts, screened by Vasca, are prepared to provide you with exactly what you need, whether you are searching for online services or on-site services. Your satisfaction is guaranteed since our trusted experts wait to be paid until you give your final approval. Know exactly what you pay upfront with no hidden fees, whether your project requires a fixed or even hourly. Your dedicated Vasca support personnel is at your service 24/7. So place your service with confidence. Your expert freelancer is waiting to complete your work right now. Vasca, expect quality, pay less.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Other groups, before I over because ebia ejuma 17 may share other groups. You can say group of death
Okay.
so far no. You can say group of death. Mame Mosu bium. Group A. Egypt, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, Djibouti. Which group do you think? Which team do you think is likely to qualify from this group? Egypt, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, sure. Say everybody is rooting for Egypt.
Okay.
Egypt to say Ghana.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that Egypt is say Ghana, but I think Egypt is even better than Ghana in terms of consistency and all that. That is why they were seeded.
Okay.
Days that you expect Egypt to rise to the occasion, they disappoint.
Okay.
Honestly, I know they have the likes of Mo Salah and the rest, but hey, now football goes beyond names. Football goes beyond it. Other that, it's like why would Ghana be struggling?
Okay.
And that group is a group. It's a very, very tricky one.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky one. I know everybody is rooting for BRCO Egypt to go through, but hey, don't write off Burkina Faso.
Okay.
Because the likes of Traore, those small boys, I don't know if you've seen them, if you've seen their under 20 and under 23 team play.
They are doing good.
Even though they were not at AFCON, but if you see them play, they play compact, very compact football, highly disciplined.
Okay.
If they infuse a few of them in their team now, bro, Egypt will find it a bit difficult. But then, nevertheless, I mean, Egypt stands tall, and everything is on paper. On paper, they stand tall. But agony for more, Bema. These days, these days, you can't write any team off. I don't see that group to be the group of death, anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, which one is the next one?
All right. The next one would be Senegal, DR Congo, Mauritania, Togo, Sudan, South Sudan.
Oh, well, I'm trying to bring this team up so that I can just have a good look at it. What's the DR Congo today?
Senegal, DR Congo, Mauritania, Togo, Sudan, South Sudan.
That one is easy. That one is easy work for Senegal because Senegal is doing something now. Nobody is watching.
Okay.
Senegal is doing something. The past 2-3 years, they have been consistently rising through. Shoma under 17, Shoma under 20, Shoma under 23. And look at the national team. Look at their local, their home-based team. Obviously, no doubt about it. No two ways about it. Senegal will just carry that group. No doubt about that.
The next group, Group C, Nigeria, South Africa, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho. Nigeria, South Africa, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho.
That is a problem. I will see this one to be the group of death.
Hey,
I will see this one to be the good group of death.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's that for me. That's what I think.
Okay.
Also Nigeria,
South Africa, Nigeria, South Africa, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho.
Hold on. Nigeria,
South Africa, Benin.
Benin.
Zimbabwe.
Okay.
No. Rwanda, Lesotho.
It is between Nigeria and South Africa.
Okay.
But don't also forget that Nigeria find it very difficult to beat Benin at home.
Yeah. And Zimbabwe.
Benin is a bull. Zimbabwe, they banned them. They just reinstated them back to competitive football. And, honestly speaking, I don't expect them to do any wonders.
Okay.
The truth is that realistically, I don't expect Zimbabwe to do any wonders. But the threat Sankasa is going to be say we probably may miss a giant African side because South Africa, Nigeria. If Nigeria is not careful, they will probably miss out. Why? Why do I say so? Once again, another big soccer nation in Africa, big stars. Osimhen is on top from Chukwueze. They have all the big players, but in terms of team cohesion, I don't know if it's I don't know if by I don't know what's going on, but I probably, if I'm not scared, I mean to me, I can say all the big nations, all the big soccer nations anymore, they seem to be retrogressing.
Okay.
So as in terms of their play, Nigeria has all the on paper there. Because Nigeria should be the best team in Africa.
Okay.
Right now. So I say because they have all the big players playing in top. They are on top form in Europe.
Okay.
And even in Nigeria, but when they play as a team, even before their home fans cry, sometimes they are so disappointing.
Okay.
Benin can disturb the group. Benin can disturb the group because they will probably come in as the overwhelming underdogs. But teams is Benin for those things, in Nigeria's group, Nigeria, they have to up their game. If they don't do things right, they may miss out. Because don't forget, South Africa is still South Africa still I woke up Qatar no Messi and still and they actually work, they have actually invested time, energy, and everything, resources into making sure they don't miss out on 2026 World Cup. So it's going to be a dogfight between Nigeria and South Africa. I will personally, on paper, it's Nigeria, but I will personally tip South Africa over Nigeria.
Okay. All right. The next one is Group D. Cameroon, Cape Verde, Angola, Libya, Eswatini, Mauritius.
Another tricky one. Cameroon,
Angola.
But for Eto and what he's doing, of course, I know he's doing a very good job at as their FA president. Okay, their team, I don't know if they've actually if they're able to resolve their backroom staff issues with regards to coaching and some players, and they put their house together. They should do well, but don't forget, Cameroon is also an aging team. Such as there is an aging team. The likes of Abubakar and the rest, they are aging. As to whether they can play at that highest level, it's a question that needs to be answered. But they have relatively a very good young side that coming through the ranks.
Okay.
And with the new measures now, football, in terms of player salary and all those things, if those things are anything to go by, it will serve as a source of motivation for the team to gel, to excel. But don't write off Cape Verde. Cape Verde is another country. They've put so much resources into their football development in terms of infrastructure and the rest. In fact, at the point in time, now, because Cape Verde don't free, but they have money. Don't write Cape Verde off.
Angola.
Another boogie side is Angola. Angola have been to the World Cup before. You understand?
Yeah.
They've been to the World Cup before. They've tasted the World Cup before, and they know when they went.
Okay.
Okay. So you cannot write them off. This is another trick. In fact, it's another group of death for me.
Mm-hmm.
This another. It's going to be a 3-way. It's between Cameroon, Cape Verde, and Angola.
How about
but
Libya?
I see Cameroon having an edge in the group. But I will not be surprised if Angola leapfrog the group. I will not be surprised at all.
Okay. How about Libya?
What's it?
Libya. Are they? Won't they be able to pull surprises?
Who? Tunisia?
Libya.
Oh no. Oh, Libya there. Libya there, I doubt. Honestly,
Okay.
Libya there, I doubt.
You doubt. Okay.
I know, say. I mean, people. Libya there. Honestly speaking, I doubt. I don't think they have that quality now. To me, look, this World Cup, this qualifier, say it's not about names. So I know it's not about names, but obviously, at certain countries I want to mention, of course. I mean, Libya. There's no way they will disturb you. I mean, they will worry you. But in terms of, I mean, overall, like no, I don't see Libya getting closer.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The next group, Group E: Morocco, Zambia, Congo, Tanzania, Niger, Eritrea.
Is it Zambia? Is it Congo DR or Congo?
Congo, Morocco, Zambia, Congo, Tanzania, Niger, Eritrea.
Okay, so everybody's going to be like, oh, Morocco. Why? Because, last World Cup, look at their performance. Look at the under 20. Look at the under 23. They are flying. Morocco is actually thinking of hosting the World Cup, I think 2030 or something like that.
Okay.
So they are putting everything in place in terms of infrastructure, structures, motivation. They are developing, like youth development, grassroots football. They are doing everything. Everything they can. They are doing everything they can to make sure they stay up there. And more probably just leverage or justify the reason why they should be able to host another World Cup in Africa. It's a good side, but I think say if someone complacency and more, if they continue on that target that they are going, like the rate at which effort at the end there, they will go through. The Morocco will be there. Okay. But do not write off Zambia, the Chipolopolo. Don't write them off. Zambia has always been the perennial underdogs.
Yeah.
But they always come out. And don't forget, Zambia is being coached by, you know their coach, right?
Yeah, Avram Grant.
Thank you. Avram Grant has been in Africa. He knows the terrain. He knows the terrain. So what I say. So do not write them off. Look, don't forget what Avram Grant did with Blasters, with Ghana. The first stint in African football. The first time I see what he did. Now he's gone. He's back on the continent, and he's with a team like Zambia. Zambia do not have all your big name stars.
Okay.
But they have a crop of hungry and determined young lads.
Okay.
They are willing and ever ready to die for their country and to do anything possible. I don't remember I don't know whether Zambia has been to the World Cup. I stand to be corrected, but this will be a shot for them. Okay. They will see. I'm sure. Say the only obstacle they will see between them and the World Cup will probably be Morocco. So if Zambia is able to strategize a good plan for Morocco, they can upset. Morocco will also be very, very wary of Zambia.
Yeah.
I'll talk only Morocco and Zambia in this group.
Okay. All right. Group F: Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Kenya, Gambia, Burundi, Seychelles.
Okay. Who said Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang retired from international football? So retired, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he makes a U-turn that he's going to play international football again. What does it tell you?
Yeah.
And apparently it was the president of the country president of the country, who happens to be a friend, honor of conversing with somebody back. They have a young team. Before then, the last AFCON, the outing was not too good. We watched the game against Gabon and us. It was not too good for them. That's probably because I think the coach wanted to face off the so-called aged players, and bring on the young ones or known ones, But obviously, it backfired, and that is what actually caused Aubameyang to go on retirement. Now, he said he's back to the national team, so there will be that leadership again. And now, Gabon is looking at, they are all over the place, around Portugal, they are in Spain, they are in France. They are just scouting for all those young guys. Once again, these guys, they have nothing to lose. You get it?
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose. So once, as and when they are called upon to try and qualify the team for the World Cup, it's going to be a do and die for them. And for that one, you can be assured. But once again, Gabon is another team. That's when you feel they should gel. No, they fall flat. But they have some equally good players in the team. They have a solid defense, solid midfield, maybe a attack and but also with Aubameyang coming back, I'm sure he will just be able to impart some knowledge into the young ones, and it will go well. But then on paper, Ivory Coast has it. Once again, let's go to the AFCON and see the performance. Because the AFCON will serve as a morale booster. In all this, the AFCON will serve as a morale booster. Now, what is the last group? Is it the last group?
No, it's up to I. So right now we are in Group J. Group J is Algeria, Guinea, Uganda, Mozambique, Botswana, and Somalia.
This group,
Algeria, Guinea, Uganda.
I'll tip Guinea, and Uganda. You know why?
Yeah. Why?
You know why?
Why?
This Guinea is a boogie side. Guinea is a boogie side. The last AFCON, but look at the quality of their play. Algeria, no two ways about that. Is an all-round team. But once again, they're also living in past glory. Unless they do something, they do some significant changes. There are times that you have issues between coaching and players. Riyad Mahrez, very committed player, but I think some players have issues with him. Honestly, once again, because on paper, you probably say Algeria, but Guinea and Uganda, no, bro. Don't write them off. Don't write them off. This qualifiers, a surprise can spring from anywhere, but this one of the groups there could be a surprise. There could be a surprise. Yeah. There could be a surprise from this group. But then, out and out, I'll say Algeria on paper. But I'll not write off
Guinea and Uganda.
Yeah, I'll not write off and Uganda.
Group H, Tunisia, Equatorial Guinea, Namibia, Malawi, Liberia, Sao Tome, and Principe.
Tunisia, it's between Tunisia and Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea, they also have some young chaps. They play very well. They play very good football. Don't forget, Equatorial Guinea, team, is dominated by people who play their trade in the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so most of the likes of Flavio and the rest, they play for the Portuguese national team at a point, and then they reverted back to Equatorial Guinea. You get it? And when you talk of talent, they have a pool that they can actually draw from. They just have to go to the Portuguese league, their Segunda leagues. They are young guys. And once again, these are another country. They have also taken football so serious. I mean, they realize that they can just harness that potential in there. So they spend a lot of resources. They put a lot of resources into youth development as far as football is concerned.
Okay.
They may not be flourishing at the age level, at the under 20s and the 70s and the rest. But I think for them, for now, their main target is just to build a solid senior national team.
Okay.
They could just wrestle for. I mean, Tunisia, last World Cup, for me, I don't think they were that impressive.
Okay.
They were that impressive.
Right.
Of course, last World Cup, the African teams in Yabichi, I can say, India, Cameroon, Morocco, wonders, but Tunisia was not so impressive. They didn't impress me that much.
Okay.
But you can't write them off either. On paper, they stand tall. Not necessarily because they were seeded, all right, but you cannot write Equatorial Guinea off too because they, I mean, we know it's an all play all. It's an all play all. So you look at the teams that will be bully push on the side to just get the maximum points that you want to do. Equatorial Guinea will probably see Tunisia as their main contenders. And it's no group that's no better drawer. No about group yes. It's going to be strategic, but it's going to be a straight fight between Equatorial Guinea and Tunisia.
Exactly. All right. Then the last group is, of course, Mali, Ghana, Madagascar, Central African Republic, Comoros, and Chad.
We are playing. Is a last group? You need Central African Republic, neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know whether it's
African qualifiers, you know.
Yeah, last game, no. Central African Republic is between us and AFCON.
Yeah.
So beat Central African Republic and make a what was the result?
It was draw.
1-1.
1-1.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Into no abeg draw no krum. Who said I knew who sa. Enya asem na aba nka Ghana so de nka Central African Republic ni tipeni Ghana football mu. No. But like I said earlier on, the game has evolved. The game goes beyond names. The game goes beyond and past glory, past achievements and all that.
Okay.
Thought I say. So we against Central African Republic is going to be a back-to-back.
Okay.
1-1. Bring them home to Kumasi or Accra, beat them convincingly. Now we do say Jana.
Okay.
We do say Jana. What shutting them down? There seems to be an old rivalry between Comoros and Ghana. Anytime people want to go in for revenge, it doesn't help. Ghana does not need that revenge. That Ghana doesn't need that revenge mentality. This is the World Cup we are talking about. So they will bring on their A game. Okay. You pass Washao if you have come. This is the time they have the team out to sit up and say, hey, it's about playing all. Central African Republic is a team you can beat and get your points.
Okay.
And Kasa no kobo drone po. Just 6 points to finish them. Just 6 points for Comoros and them. Mali na be your main threat. Any Mali nko kobo drone krum na be hye no Accra na Kumasi.
Okay.
One be team men cry na kan be.
Madagascar.
Ghana and Madagascar, they also have a history.
Yeah.
You call Madagascar, all the results.
And also your draws are 1-1.
Yeah, but Accra, all the results in Accra. So in Ghana, you see, on trend, it's like Accra, Nassau, so I see this group to be this qualifier to be an image redeeming one for the Black Stars. Ubisamia, in my candid opinion, once again, I'm not the depository of all wisdom and all that. People might have their own opinions, which of course I respect, but in my opinion, I think this World Cup qualifier, it's more like a redeeming image. The national team have to redeem their image through this World Cup.
Okay.
So it's like Nkwalana Akolebia Bo, Nkwalana Akolebia Boa bully watch it. If you get a chance, also last chance in it, it's a win bullying. It's going to bully you forever. And this is more like a timer. As a Ghana is taking claims. Look, I mean, there have been mistakes in the past. When you have draw, what saying, what for team. But hey, we corrected our mistakes. and we are going to show you, say, we are still a powerhouse in African football. In fact, in world football. That's what I said. So meeting Comoros is I would say is by divine. Meeting Madagascar divine. Central African Republic. These are teams that we met. We've seen them over and over. So the work should be easier for Kisutin and his technical bench to be able to have a dossier for these teams. These three, at least these three teams. Mali, the only boy. Maybe it's only boy Achimpa, only boy Santino. Maybe there should be some work there. So let me go and scout and get more information about the Malian national team. But these three teams there, only at least back to back, only on two occasions. So you should know them.
Okay.
So what I say. So I expect these qualifiers to be a redeeming, like a self-redeeming image, like you just redeem your image for the Black Stars. They have to redeem themselves and bring back the confidence that hey, we are capable of doing. But you know what? Trust Black Stars when it comes to qualifiers, you know. And also last 5 World Cups, Ghana qualified how many times? 2006, 2010, 2014, and then 2022. 4 out of the 5. And Asamoah made a comment, and I really love that. He was a bit cautious, though. I think he's learning a lot. We will try, because he cannot stick his neck out.
Okay.
He cannot stick his neck out because just when you expect the team will gel, they just go and they mess up. Do you get it? Yeah. We will try, but he also made a statement. It seems like the World Cup is becoming, is becoming part of us as Ghanaians.
Okay.
That we have to be at the World Cup at all the time.
Okay.
So if we learn from our mistakes, from the Qatar 2022 World Cup, and we make some corrections, we should be able to qualify on paper. We should be able to qualify from this group. It's not going to be easy. So like I said, you should be able to qualify easily. And I don't want to use the word easily. We should be able to qualify. But at this stage, it doesn't really matter whether we go the easy way or the hard way. The most important thing is that we should be able to qualify, to top the group, and get the automatic ticket to the World Cup. That's it. Finito. That's all we need.